What's going on YouTube? Matthew Coriel here. Hold on. Sorry, I had to pull my notifications off. What's going on, guys? I'm doing this channel, not necessarily for subscribers, because I really don't care about that. It's mainly my journey, man. Like, I have documentation of like my growth and my journey in business and life and just everything. And so it's just really cool. So I would encourage you to vlog your thoughts, your aspirations, your dreams, your goals, and then just check on it later. So it's just crazy because my last video, I was buying the Bernie store, right? And I passed on it. It's a great store. It really is a good store. The profit margins are great. The rent's super low. Overhead costs are really low. But here's what I'm learning. There's good, better, and best, right? There's always good, better, and best. And those are the questions that I ask myself. Is this a good choice? Is this the better choice, or is this the best choice? And ultimately, I have 2 stores right now, and they're fairly decent stores. Well, my first one's, it's the top 3 in the nation, and so it's a very busy store. The second location, I think it's going to be a really good store, and I lost my manager. He had an opportunity, and so now I'm back in the store, and just trying to hire and stuff like that, and train and all that. And so what I don't want to do is chase money. I want to follow my gut, right? And my gut, I couldn't sleep. I literally couldn't sleep. I was having like little anxiety spurts, where I'd have to calm myself down and just be like, you can do this, kind of coach yourself through. Your thoughts are either going to coach you or they're going to pull you down. And that's real. And so for me, most people think super negative. They just think really negative. And a lot of times they don't even realize that they're thinking negative. It's just shit they're thinking all day. And thoughts become things, man. And what a man thinketh he is. And so it's a big deal. So I'm gonna just pass on the third store for now. I don't know if I went over this, but I bought a house. I've been wanting some property, so I bought 7.4 acres in Bulverde with my family, and we ended up taking the house that we live in now. Our note was $13.28, and I rented it out for $15.50. And you may be saying that that's not a lot of money, and it's not. But that's not why I did it. Most people have a hard time understanding when you make $300 a month with real estate, you're actually making way more money, because now you have the inflation, you have the growth, the market is going up, so the value of your house is going up, but your mortgage balance is going down. So let's just say that the value of the house is going up $2,000 a year, and the mortgage balance is going down $2,000 a year. It's more than that, but $2,000 a year. That's 4,000 plus your 300. That's 3,600. That's $7,600 a year of growth, right? So if you think about it, and you have 10 of those, that's when it starts to make a big deal. And so that's when it's exponential growth. That's when your money is just blowing and going. And so just to encourage you guys, if you feel there's a difference between being scared and using wisdom. One of the people I'm encouraged by the most in the Bible is Solomon, and it's really pretty. Solomon, King David's son, prayed for one thing, and he asked the Lord for wisdom. And so wisdom, being wise, enables you to make choices or pass on things that logically sound amazing, but it's almost foresight of what's coming in the future, and you're able to pass on it and because of where it's going. And so I don't know if that made sense the way I said it, but so that's my prayer is wisdom, not to be smart. There's a lot of smart people who do nothing. I mean, there's a lot of brilliant. I have brilliant friends who want to do business, want to do things, but they're so smart they can't. I'm hot. Hold on. They're almost too smart to take a risk. But anyway, I want wisdom, and ultimately Solomon was the wisest man the Bible teaches that ever lived. And he was also the richest man, right? Because with wisdom, that's not your goal, is money, but ultimately you make wise choices that cause your wealth, health, everything, your family to grow exponentially. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. That's kind of where I'm at. So I'm learning to deal, and another thing I wanted to say, so recently my manager, we just opened 2.5 months ago, and I love him. He's an amazing guy. He came to me, he called me 3 weeks ago and was like, hey, I just want to tell you something, blah, blah, blah. And of course, that's like the one thing you don't want to hear, because you feel like it's going to be bad, or else you'd say it. And so, but he was like, I have an opportunity and I'm going to go. And literally it was super uncomfortable. I was kind of shocked a little bit, because we just opened, but ultimately, I don't want to be greedy, and I don't want to be selfish, and I don't want to hold on to people. I want people to grow. I want people to learn. I want people to go where they feel called and where they want to be. And ultimately that brings me joy, right? But in the midst of it, I did not feel that. I felt, a little anxious, man. It just kind of came over me, and I've been really grappling with my thoughts and stuff lately. And so what I'm learning right now is that when you're uncomfortable, a lot of times that's where the most growth happens in your life, right? So if you're coasting and you're doing the same thing, you're not growing, because you've already done it. You can already do it, right? And so it's kind of like working out. If you do 2 plates, 225 on chest, on bench, you do 6 reps, and you do that for 10 years, That's nothing to be proud of. I mean, that's great you're in the gym, but there's good, better, and best. It's good that you're in the gym. The best thing would be is that you're making yourself uncomfortable so that you can push past that 6 rep and go 7, 8, add 2.5 pounds to each side, because where there's discomfort is the most growth. And so I'm in a kind of uncomfortable season right now, but I ultimately know that I'm gonna come out on top, right? So it's my mindset. And so it's just things that I'm learning right now. It's hard, man. Business, life, kids, family, all these things, man, just trying to balance life out, and figure out who you want to be and what you want to be and these types of things. And so I'm trying not to focus too much on the future. I've got a goal of where I want to be at in the future, but my eyesight's not on the future. My eyesight is on today. You know what I mean? So it's kind of it's interesting. But all right, well, again, if you have any questions, comments, whatever, you want to connect in any way, I love people. I love what I do. I love growing. I love self-awareness, self-reflection. I want to be better, not because I want to be better, but I want to be better because ultimately I want people to know that they're loved, valued. I want to be able to give more. And so, yeah, like I said, any comments, questions, shoot me a comment below, and let's talk. All right, guys, y'all have a great day.